What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I hopped into the water right here. Crystal clear conditions. I could not believe the visibility that I was getting on this day. I knew it was going to be a good day because I've never seen the water this clean before. So I knew today was going to be another action-packed adventure. So stay tuned, buckle up, and let's see what happens. Alright guys, you've seen the visibility for yourself. The camera is showing justice. Now, the quality of the water right now is the best I've ever seen it in a long while. Normally it's white with a bit of murkiness, but it is just pretty on this day, man. I couldn't ask for a better visibility. Alright guys, so right here is where snooks like to hang out. Now in the rocks, they really like underneath this cave right here. So anytime I'm diving, I always make sure to stop right at this cave. Here we have a chub at the front, but there's always snooks in here. Normally when they come here to breed, you'll see the bigger ones, and then after a while they'll move out and then, you know, spawn somewhere else. But last time I went into this cave, I came out and I was face to face with a barracuda that was in the area. I took a shot, but I ended up missing. Now, why am I telling you guys this? Because you're gonna see something further in the video. Alright guys, so after checking that cave right here, you see a snook to the side. Yes guys, so that is the snook that I was looking for, but not the particular size that I was looking for. But it's nice to know that they're still around, and I might get a chance to hit a bigger one in the future. Alright guys, so right here I ended up seeing a barracuda in the distance. Now it was lying down bathing underneath the sun, and it saw me and it started to swim off. Now I eased in, I made sure my gun was loaded, and I took a shot right here. So I ended up securing this guy, but I hit him in the tail and he was going wild. Yes guys, and to put a tail shot on a barracuda, it's a good holding shot for them, right? It's not the best shot, but it's a good holding shot to know that the shot is secure and it won't rip out or tear out. No, I actually went into the shallow a bit to dispatch this guy because he actually spinned my track card a bit and it got tangled. But it's a nice sized barracuda. He was weighing about 2 pounds. Yes guys, so after securing the barracuda, holding it properly, making sure that it won't thrash and perhaps bite me, I made sure to dispatch it properly. See right here, I'm hitting the nerve. There you go, that's the nerve shot right there. And after I dispatched this guy, I ended up moving on. Alright guys, so after dispatching the barracuda, I ended up seeing a makabak slash shad. That's what we call them in Jamaica. He was keeping his distance, but if you know your gun range and you have an idea of how far your spear can fly, you'll make shots like this. Just like that. Stone shot, couldn't have it any better. Straight to the head, and it was just a nice shot. Alright guys, so after securing that fish, there's a cave right here that's normally filled with lobsters, and I call it my little spot. Now if there's not a lot of shooting going on for me, I'll just check this hole and I'll take out maybe 3-4 lobsters at a time. Now I was going in and I accidentally hit my GoPro on the top right here, so it's kind of being a little bit more careful. So right here, my light was actually giving me a bit of trouble, but I fixed it. I ended up spotting a lobster right here, and I decided that he's gonna be the one that I'm gonna take out. Yes, guys, so I have to take the shot upside down because my gun can't fit in the cave properly. So I took the shot and it was a bit stuck, so I was trying to free it, hold it out, and I ended up securing the lobster right here. So this one is going in the bag. After shooting that lobster, I ended up seeing a butterfish. Now his head was just peeking out the rock, so I took a shot right here. You can see him darting in the bag, and I didn't end up getting this fish. Right here, I ended up seeing a nice sized parrotfish, so I went down, took a shot, but I ended up missing this guy as well. After missing that parrotfish, I ended up seeing this one. I took a shot right here, and I ended up securing this fish. He was a bit in the deeper side of water, but I ended up making sure I got this one. After shooting that part, I went down and I ended up seeing another one right here. Now, it was an overhead shot. I went down and I placed another shot on this fish. Now, in this area, drifting down sea, you'll realize that there's a lot of fish traps that don't have ropes on them. This means they're abandoned. And a lot of times when they're like this, lobsters will crawl in and still get stuck. But this one happened to have a big hole in the side. So there was no lobsters in this one. I remember the time I found one of these traps and there was two big lobsters in there. But I have permission to shoot them out from the fishermen, so it's okay. Right here going down, I ended up seeing a nice parrot. Now I went down hoping I could place a shot. I took the shot right here. I should have took it right there, but I ended up missing. If you look right here, there's also another trap right here. This one's a bit more broken down. It's been here for a long time, but there won't be any fish going inside of this one. It's just broken up. After a few minutes, I ended up seeing this parrotfish. Took the shot and I ended up securing this fish. Right here, there's actually a big school of chub. Now, I really hate these guys because they never come in close enough so I can take a nice shot. They always keep their distance just at a range where my spear can't reach or my gun doesn't have enough power to reach. So I can never place a shot on one of the really big ones, but I will soon. So right here in front of me is also another pot. Now this one is not in use right now, so what it will do will just break down and become part of the reef. So right here I was aiming after a grunt and he was going a bit too far, so I redirected my sights on this parrot right here. Now he was playing hide and seek, so he came out right here and went back in. I took the shot and I ended up securing this guy. Now right here I ended up seeing a nice sized red belly parrot. Now I was going to take the shot. I was aiming up, trying to get a nice shot of this fish, and it just disappeared into the deep. Alright guys, so I was going down to place a shot on this parrot right here. Now I ended up hearing a boat motor and I was confused because my dive marker was there showing that I was diving at this location, and I still ended up hearing the boat coming in full speed. The best thing to do in this situation is to stay low as possible until it passes, because you don't want to go up for air and ending up in the boat propeller. Here it is right here, passing, cruising by, not knowing that I'm diving right next to it. Well, after that near-death incident right here, I went down to take another shot on one of these parrots again, and here we have two more traps that are not in use and not active. They're just lying there without purpose. So right here, I was actually going down for lobsters, checking the holes and stuff to see. Above me, there was a lionfish right there. And my flashlight is not working properly because I put it next to a magnet, and ever since it's just not been working the same. Right there, you see me kind of nudging it, kind of shaking it, and I ended up shining it on a moonshine snapper, placing a nice shot on this fish, and I ended up securing this guy. Alright guys, so I ended up taking a shot at this doctor fish in the distance right here. I was trying to place a good shot placement, but I ended up missing this guy. Right here, I'm actually detaching the cord from my trap bar. Now, why am I doing this? Is because I'm going to go inside of a cave. I didn't want my cord to get tangled on any rocks when I was going. So I ended up taking the cord off and tying it to a nearby reef right here. And yeah, I just went ahead and went inside of the cave. Going inside of this cave, I've never really found anything in here before, but it's known to have lobsters and stuff, which is why you see me shining the lights in dark places, hoping to see those little whiskers to show me that, yeah, there's lobsters in here. Now, going into the cave, I ended up finding a lobster right in the cracks right here, and I ended up taking this guy out. After exiting the cave, I ended up seeing a couple of squids. Now, squids are one of my favorite things to eat, especially because they're so rare and it's not a common thing. Now, I ended up seeing a school of 7. I tried to take out the biggest one possible. Now, right here, you see me going over, placed a shot, and I thought I hit it, but I just missed the shot. Right here, I was checking this hole for lobsters or maybe snappers, because I've shot a lobster and a snapper in the same spot before. So I was checking to see if there was any new homers or new visitors in that hole. Right here, I ended up seeing a blue runner, so I rushed him to put a good shot placement in turns, and I gave him a nice shot. So this is the last fish I ended up taking from the ocean, and it's the last fish I ended up shooting before the camera died. So here's the catch. Alright guys, so this is the catch right here, a couple of parrotfish, the barracuda that I shot in the first part of the video, a couple lobsters, the shad that I actually ended up knocking out, and the jack. So if you guys enjoyed the video so far, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I like reading the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.